This may come as a surprise to you, what I'm about to say, especially knowing me, someone who hates D.Va, but I'm going to go ahead and say that I don't think D.Va's defense matrix is OP. I don't actually think defense matrix is a problem right now in Overwatch. It's perceived as a problem because of another problem, which we're going to talk about in today's video. Let's cut right to the chase. Defense matrix a lot of the time feels like it's almost never on a cooldown, especially when the enemy D.Va is using it. It can sometimes feel like upwards of 50% of your shots are being defense matrixed in a team fight. The enemy D.Va feels like they're just mindlessly spamming right click and there's nothing you can do about it. That's what it feels like, but that's not the way Defense Matrix was designed to work, and that's probably why it won't be receiving any hefty nerfs anytime soon. Defense Matrix in itself isn't busted. D.Vas do have to use skill to know when to use it, most of the time, but right now is not one of those times. And why is that? Well, now more than ever, fights in Overwatch are being decided within the first few seconds of a team fight. Heroes die very quickly. With dive comp, you jump into the enemy team, you go to take out the supports as Winston, as Genji, as D.Va even, as all of your dive heroes do. And the fight is decided when the one team loses both of their supports first, or loses two heroes very quickly, making it a 6v4. So, right in the beginning, the first few seconds is a very crucial part of the team fight that is more important than the rest of it. And D.Va, even though her defense matrix only lasts a few seconds, can basically keep her defense matrix up for the entirety of that important part. She may have to drop it once, maybe twice if it lasts even a little longer, but other than that, she can have her defense matrix up for a large majority of the fight, which significantly reduces the amount of skill it should take to play D.Va. It means you can eat things a lot easier. You can mindlessly spam right click a little bit easier. You don't have to think about it as much because you only need a few seconds to block shots to really secure the team fight. And that's the big problem right now. Dive comp means heroes die very quickly. Winston jumps in with a Tracer or a Genji. Maybe you have a Forest. Like, it doesn't matter the specific comp, but right now, heroes die very quickly in Overwatch. And when heroes are dying very quickly, and you have an ability that denies a lot of damage, almost 100% of damage, but it doesn't last that long, that's okay, because fights don't last that long. So the perception that D.Va is OP and Defense Matrix is OP is a combination of the fact that, well, right now she fits super well into the meta, and the fact that her ability, Defense Matrix, is undeniably extremely annoying and frustrating to deal with. That's why people feel like they're forced into a dive comp. Like, oh, gotta play a Winston, otherwise I won't be able to get any shots off and our whole team will die before defense matrix goes down. That's why you feel like you're forced into dive comp. What's great about this is it means D.Va doesn't need nerfs to be balanced again. She's pretty OP right now, I don't deny that, but that's just because of the state of the meta we're in. Hopefully with the release of Doomfist, we're going to see dive comp fall at least a little bit. Hopefully a bit, but at least a little bit. And if dive comp is falling a little bit and we're going back towards death ball, you know, style comps or just slower paced fights that involve two Reinhardt shields, D.Va becomes much less powerful, much more skill reliant. Because when you have to break through two Reinhardt shields, team fights are long, and when team fights are long, D.Va has to space out that defense matrix, use it in a more efficient manner, and actually will feel like it requires skill. This also somewhat applies to Mercy. Mercy often feels like she doesn't require any skill because you're like, well, she just hides and then reses, right? Well, that's the thing. When your entire team is dying so fast, it's extremely easy to get a good res off. They all just died at once. Click Q and revive all 5 of them. But in long deathball style comps, when heroes die more slowly, Mercy has to say, oh crap, those 2 people just died, but if I res them, the guy that's respawning now won't get resed, all these other things. Fights are slower, reses aren't as impactful. So 2 heroes that can sometimes feel unfun to play against and unfair, D.Va and Mercy, won't be as good and they will be more skilled once again. I don't think either of them will fall out of play though. I think they'll still be very good. Unless something crazy happens in the meta I'm unaware of, I think D.Va will still be a good pick. She'll just be harder, and the same will go for Mercy. Huge thanks to SciKnight for providing the gameplay in this video. You can check out his YouTube channel, his Twitch channel, all of his social media is down below, and he also does private coaching coaching for D.Va. He's really good at D.Va, Grandmaster D.Va player. So check that out if you're interested in learning the current meta slave, and make sure to use that like or dislike button, preferably the like button, but you know, it's really up to you. And check out my little comedy sketch thing I did the other day. It's the 200K special video. I actually have a giveaway in there as well. Some people said it was pretty funny. A lot of people said it was my best video ever. So if you check that out, I'd be very grateful, and you can win some free Overwatch hats or Battle.net gift cards. So that's only open for another few days, like 4 or 5 days. So be sure to check that out. And I'll see you guys all later. Have a good one. Low and Hawk out.